Okay, so welcome to the online pub quiz. This is the first time I've done anything like this, so just a little bit nervous. If you are joining now as we've just gone live, then welcome to the online pub quiz, raising money for Mental Health UK. As you can see on the screen, there is a QR code. Now the QR code is there for you to be able to point your camera on your phone. Wait a minute, already a first technical glitch. There we are, you can see me now. Okay, so the QR code, as you can see on the screen, is pretty much, it is one of those things that's quite new to me, and it's only recently that I found out that if you've got an iPhone or an Android phone, you can point your camera directly at the QR code and it automatically picks up a web address. From there you can tap on the screen and it'll take you directly to the donation page, which is pretty cool. It's not something that I've been aware of before, and I feel like for someone who likes his tech, I feel a little bit ashamed that I didn't know it could do that. I thought you had to download a special app to be able to scan the QR codes, and you haven't really had to do that. So nice and straightforward. It's all inbuilt within the camera. Literally go onto the camera, point at the screen at the QR code, and it should pick up the web address for you to go directly to the donation page. Now, all of the money on Just Giving does go to Mental Health UK. They do ask for a donation for the running costs of Just Giving, and it's entirely your choice how much or what you want to give on that. But it is something that's down to you. Now, the live stream started at 7:30. So for those of you who missed out, we are running an online pub quiz to raise money for Mental Health UK, and we're looking to try and hit that £500 goal of mine. The reason why we've got a £500 goal is because the company that I work for will match the first £500 that's been donated, which means there'll be £1,000 donated to Mental Health UK. Even all we have to do is raise £500. So that's why we're doing it this way. If we do exceed that, that would be absolutely amazing. I'm really pleased if we can go further than that. But throughout the quiz, you'll see the QR code. It'll pop up intermittently throughout the quiz, so you can use your camera to be able to scan that to get directly to the donation page. Now, for those of you who are using YouTube, the way how this is going to work is that you'll be able to watch it on your device, whether it be a phone or a tablet, and write down your answers on a pen and paper. Or if you click on the cast button, you can cast it directly to a smart TV, and then you can watch it on the TV, and that'll be quite scary. Having myself, Adrian, on the telly. I think that would be quite scary. I don't think I would want to look at myself either. But that'll be much easier to do, obviously, if you are trying to follow along. Now, the quiz is going to be a 40-question quiz. So there will be 4 different rounds, 10 questions in each round. After 20 questions, we're going to have a little break just to re-top up on some of the refreshments that we might need, and also for you to just double check any questions that you might want to check. And it also allows time for us to make sure that if you are using Quiz Jockey to fill in your answers, it can catch up with itself to mark any questions if necessary. Once we've had a 10-minute break, we're going to come back, finish off the quiz with another 2 rounds, and finish the quiz off at that point. And hopefully by that time we will have reached our goal of £500. If not, hopefully we'll meet it on catch up. I suppose that's the best way of describing it. On YouTube, you can pause and you can rewind to go back and re-listen to the questions if you need to. And also, if you've missed the quiz and you want to catch up at a later time, or even share this with family and friends at a later date because you had a good time taking part, then you can do that. Share the link across, and people can complete it later. And obviously, the donation page will still be live, going on after the quiz has finished. Now, as you can see at the bottom of the page, you can see that green bar. That green bar is a measure of the donations. I found a way of linking it directly to the Just Giving site. So as donations are made, that will pop through, and it will go directly onto that green bar, and you'll see those updates. As you can see there, Conor McKegg, thank you very much for your donation. I really appreciate you doing that. I can see that pop through on the screen. Underneath, on the bottom left hand side of the screen, you can see names pop up as you donate as well. So it's quite clever how they've done that. And I really appreciate Just Giving having these tools available for people to implement in the streaming software, so they can make the donations a little bit more fun as it's coming through. So thanks ever so much for doing that, Connor. It's nice to see your name and the little coin spin around at the top, at the bottom left hand side, just below the QR code. So if you want to test that out and see how that works, please feel free to go to scan the code. Go on there. And if you've got this on your TV or on your device, you should be able to see your own name pop up with your donation. So thank you ever so much for doing that. I am going to repeat myself most probably a number of times leading up to quarter to 8. I appreciate people will be joining at different times. So for those who are new and just joining through now, this is the online pub quiz raising money for Mental Health UK. Now, Mental Health UK is a fantastic charity because it not only provides support for people when they need it most, it also provides resources for people to help them to help themselves through their own individual crises, which is absolutely superb. Now, it's really good to be able to support a charity like this, and the company that I work for are massive advocates of mental health, and they support this charity. And on the back of that, we are looking to try and meet our goal of £500 so that they can match that. So we can donate £1,000 at least to Mental Health UK to support all the good things that they do. Now, every donation that you do will make a huge difference, and it will go towards directly to Mental Health UK via the Just Giving site. Now, you can opt out of donating to Just Giving, which supports their site, or if you want to donate additional towards that, then there's a tick box on the Just Giving site where you can add a small contribution for the good things that Just Giving are doing to help support charities and to continue their good cause. Now, with regards to the questions, there are 40 questions in total. That's 4 rounds of 10 questions. We're going to run 10 questions for each round until we get to the halfway mark. So after 20 questions, we are going to have a break for 10 minutes to refill on any refreshments, grab any snacks, and then we're going to carry on through for the last 20 questions, and then we'll finish off the quiz at that point. And hopefully, if you've been taking part on Quiz Jockey and you've got various people within your team and you're trying to take part on Quiz Jockey, then you can see the answers that other people are putting in as well as they're coming through, and it's quite interesting to see some of the funny wrong answers that are there. So if you want to take part on Quiz Jockey, you've still got time to register. On YouTube, you do have the ability to pause, rewind, to go back to previous questions if necessary, and it does make things a really easy watch, particularly if you're trying to watch it on the telly, because if you click on the link, say from our Facebook event, or if you click on the link from someone who shared it from you, you can then cast that directly to your TV and watch it live. Which is very, it's very cool that we can reach out to so many people these days to try and raise money in such a great way. If you are taking part in the quiz, I do need to ask that the live chat section in YouTube, please don't put your answers down in there. You are spoiling the fun for other people if they're still trying to work out the answers to the questions. And also, if you are taking part in a quiz and you are trying to compete with other people just for fun, it does spoil it for other people as well. So just bear that in mind as you're going through. I've been quite busy today. I've been not feeling 100%, but thankfully, as the afternoons panned out, I have perked up. Thankfully, I wasn't sure if someone had asked me earlier on today, would I be well enough to do this? I would have said definitely not. But I'm in this position now where I think that I'm looking forward to completing the quiz and seeing so many people have a good time taking part. Now, I appreciate this. I know a few people haven't been able to join today for one reason or another, because of whether it's a family event or there's another event on at the same time. So the good news is with YouTube, once you've got the link or the website, it's on my YouTube page. You can go back and watch it again at a later time. So if you've enjoyed it today and you want to share this with friends and family and do it as a quiz later on down through the year, you can do. and just take part. And as I said earlier, the Just Giving donation QR code will allow you to do the donations, and it'll still be active after the quiz has ended. So the QR code, just for those who are coming in and just joining new, the QR code works by pointing your phone camera at the QR code. If you've got an iPhone or if you've got an Android phone, it should pick up that there is a web link hidden behind that QR code, and you can tap on the screen and it'll take you directly to the donation page. If you do make a donation, it will pop up on the screen to say you've made a donation, and that green bar along the bottom will move along closer to the goal of that £500. Now we are getting closer to the start time for the quiz, which is going to be at 7:45. So there's only a few minutes left to go. If you want to pop out and grab a quick drink, now is a good time to grab one. If you need some crisps or some snacks to munch along to as you're taking part, get them ready. Now's the time to do that as well. I am just going to be talking a little bit longer just to make sure we've got everything that we need and everything is where it should be. And I will be just doing a few final, I suppose, technical things at my end just to make sure I've got everything working ready for the quiz. And hopefully that my internet stream is fast enough to ensure that everything is seamless. Okay. If there is any delays, I will let you know. If there's anything that needs to happen, I have got two lovely girls who have decided to support me today. So thank you ever so much to Natalie, and thank you ever so much to Deb, who are supporting in the background with some of the technical things, which is absolutely superb. I'm not sure if I would have been brave enough to do it without any support. So it really means the world that I do have some extra support there. So thanks again, Deb. Thanks again, Natalie, for being there to help with that. Okay, so we're coming up closer to the start time. Just to recap, this quiz is here to raise money for Mental Health UK. You can donate by clicking on the QR code, which is on the screen. Not clicking on it, pointing your phone camera at the QR code. If you do that, then it will pick up the web address. Tap on the link, and then you'll be able to go directly to the donation page. Once you're there, feel free to give as much as you feel you can do that. But obviously, the more you give, the more support can be provided. Now, I'm just going to do a few little quick technical tests in the background just to make sure. So everything is as it should be. And there we go. That's great. Okay, so donations are coming in through. It is increasing. I want to give a massive shout out to Gerald for making the first donation and starting the ball rolling. So thanks ever so much for doing that, Gerald. And Isla, your name's on the donation list as well. So thanks ever so much for contributing to Mental Health UK. Really means the world. Okay, so we've got about a minute left to go before we start. As I said, there's going to be 4 rounds. There'll be 10 questions on one category, 10 questions on another category, and then we'll have a little break for 10 minutes. And then we'll finish off with the final 2 categories. So today, we're going to be making a start very, very soon. So if you want to take the opportunity then to check out that donation page, please feel free to do so. Throughout the quiz, you will see that QR code pop up. So if you miss it now, it will be there for later down the line, and you will be able to add to the donations later through. And obviously, if you do see your name pop up, don't be surprised. That does happen throughout the quiz. Okay. So it was lovely to have Michaela turn up as well for the quiz. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Lots of support from Michaela throughout this as well. Michaela does an awful lot of work within our company, particularly for the well-being and for the colleagues and staff that we work with. So really appreciate all that she does and the support that she gives. And I suppose she was the one who nominated me to doing the quiz in the first place. So thanks for that. Good luck for everyone who's taking part. We're going to make a start in just a moment. Okay. This is where we'll see if all the buttons that I've got on the screen actually work. or if this is all going to come crashing down. Okay, so first round we're going to start is going to be the entertainment round. Now for this is 1 point per question. So if you've got your pen and paper out and you're completing it via a pen and paper, write down your answers to see how well you're doing. Feel free to share your scores and how well you've done on social media, whether it be on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook or what have you. Please share how you're getting on with this and share the links for this, because the more people who take part in these quizzes, particularly when we're trying to raise money for charity and good causes, the better. So moving on to the first question. So first question for this: who is the real Natalie Portman? Who is the real Natalie Portman? So if you're on Quiz Jockey, you will have 2 pictures on your screen. There will be a radio button that you can click and that will submit your answer. If you're on YouTube, you just need to write down the option, whether it's A or B. Okay. Moving on to question number 2. Who is the real Mark Wahlberg? Who is the real Mark Wahlberg? Again, if you're on Quiz Jockey, you just need to choose the picture from what's shown on the screen. If you're on YouTube, just mark down your letter and your choice. Okay, so this is where it gets a bit interesting. So we've got a bit of sound to play for this. So what is the song from this short clip? So there's a very short clip, so get your ears peeled. If you need to turn up the volume, please turn up the volume. So I'm going to play the clip. It'll be played 3 times. Okay, so you'll get to hear it 3 times, and you just need to name the song, not the artist. Okay, first time we're going to play it. You ready? Okay. Yeah, it's only short. It's literally just a quick clip. So I'm going to play that one more time. Excellent. Okay. And then the last time. Quite tricky. It's only a short clip, but it is a massive song. Okay. Give you a few more seconds on that. Question number 4 again. So what is the song from this short clip? Okay, so I'm going to play this again 3 times, so listen in. God, that was shorter than I thought it was going to be. Blink it now. Right, okay, let's play that again. Listen in. And last time I'm going to play it. Again, it's quite, I suppose it's quite a good song. Song from, I think it's the 80s it's from, but yeah, it's a really good song. Okay. Moving on to the next question. So this is another sound question. So you just need to name the movie from this soundtrack. Okay, so I'm only going to play this once. So make sure you got your sound turned up and you ready? Okay, so you just got to name the movie from that soundtrack. Question number 6. Okay, in the movie Toy Story, who is Woody's owner? So in the movie Toy Story, who is Woody's owner? Okay, question number 7, another sound one. So get your ears ready. You just need to name the TV show from the theme. Ooh. Oh, one of my favourite TV shows when I was a kid. Love it, love it. What a TV show. So question number 7, just got to name the TV show from that theme. Remember, with YouTube you can rewind it. If you need to, you can listen to it again. That's the beauty of YouTube. Question number 8. Name this TV show from the theme. Are you ready? Ooh. I know a lot of people would love that TV show, and I know a lot of people who would actually think, yeah, that's far too easy a question, but there we go. Name that TV show from the theme. Okay, question number 9. Who played this Batman? So, get your eyes peeled, have a look at the picture. Who played this Batman? So I'm looking for the actor. Okay, question number 10. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I think that I knew I was going to get one technical hitch throughout, but I know that Quiz Jockey has got a bit of a problem on there because it has come up with a different question for some reason. So the question for this one is, can you tell me the name of the 80s movie from this line? As you wish. Okay, so it's just one line, but it's an iconic line in this 80s movie. So can you tell me the name of this 80s movie from this line? As you wish. I knew there'd be one thing. It has to be one thing that you get wrong. Quiz Jockey will be looking at it and thinking, well, name the artist. Yes. Well, for those of you who know, I did a technical test on this one, and immediately the artist flagged a block on YouTube for copyright infringement, so I had to take out the question and change it. So I changed it for this question. Obviously, if you're on Quiz Jockey, you'll still have the old question on there, so I apologise for that. Okay, so moving on to the picture round. Again, there's that QR code. I knew it'd be popping up again. So if you're thinking now, actually, yeah, it's not too bad. I'm quite enjoying this. He's not as boring or as silly as I thought he was going to be. Get your camera out. Focus on that QR code, and make a donation through. Okay, so you should be able to do that if you want to. So that's 10 questions done. Now we're going to move on to something called a picture round. So the pictures will be quite obvious with the questions. So let's see what we've got. Oh, there we are, question 11. I must have forgot to delete the last question. So for those of you on Quiz Jockey, I've just noticed that I did have an 11 question in there, so I forgot to delete the old one. Gives you the opportunity to add that in there now if you've thought of the answer. Okay, so starting through on the picture round. Okay, so again, this is 1 point per question. So I'm looking for, is this a fruit or is it a vegetable? Is this a fruit or a vegetable? So have a look at the picture, see what you think. For those of you thinking, I'm going to use Google or Yahoo or Bling, I'm going to search for the answers. It just spoils it for you and for everyone else. Test your own knowledge, see what you get. Afterwards, you can look it up. There's no point doing it during the quiz. It just spoils all the fun for everyone. Okay. Question number 2. Who is this spitting image character? Spitting image is a massive program, and it's recently had a bit of a resurgence on BritBox. But it's one of the characters, one of the iconic characters on Spitting Image. Can you tell me who it is? Question number 3. Name the company logo. So you should see the logo on the screen. Can you tell me the name of the company? Question number 5. Who played the actor for this cartoon character in the live action movie? It's question number 4. Who played the actor for this cartoon character in the live action movie? If you think about this, it does have a bit of a mental health link to it. Some of the questions do. Hence why we're raising money for Mental Health UK. So we're doing a fantastic job with that at the moment. Hopefully we can get closer to that £500 goal so that the company that I work for can match that, and we can donate extra towards that good cause and really make a difference. Question number 5. Name the logo. So you should see I have cropped the logo a bit down. Name the logo from what you can see on the screen. So the logo belongs to a company or charity, and that's what you need to think of for your answer. I think I've given you a bit too much information there, but good luck. Question number 6. Can you name the location from this picture? So this will really benefit you if you've got one of those massive screens with it casted in from YouTube directly to the TV screen. You'll be able to see this nice and clear on there. Okay. Question number 7. Can you name the TV show? Again, so there is a slight mental health link directly to the show as well. One of the actors with actresses or actors, I'm not quite sure what the right pronoun is for that. And question number 8. Who is this rapper? So question number 8. Who is this rapper? For those of you on Quiz Jockey who are not sure how to spell it, I have tried to come up with different ways of spelling it in case you're not entirely sure. of his name. We have got, as I said, I've got some assistants. I've got the lovely Deb and Natalie will be looking at your answers to see if it matches as well. Question number 9. Can you name the chocolate? Oh, chocolate. I miss you so much. I haven't had chocolate for proper chocolate for a long time. All to do with a healthy lifestyle, I'm sure. Right. Last question of this round, and then we're going to be having a little bit of a break just to grab some more refreshments. Question number 10. Who is this cartoon character? So this cartoon character was recently in the news for having a revamp of her image. Not quite sure why they have to do that, but there we go. Okay, so that completes the first 2 rounds. We are going to come back in about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to leave the QR code on the screen, and we will allow you to make any donations as you need to. But before we do that, just want to explain that £5 could help us help Mental Health UK write to new online resources to support people and manage their mental health during the coronavirus outbreak. £10 could pay for our call for a call to our advice line, supporting someone with living with mental illness who may be feeling the stress during this time. £20 could enable someone to attend a virtual chat session at one of our community support services, providing a continued connection to their community. £30 could allow us to promote an online support group on social media, contacting people who are feeling isolated and maybe experiencing mental health problems for the first time. £50 could contribute towards helping someone living with money and mental health problems and personalised advice and support through mental health and money advice service. So there's quite an awful lot that they would use that money for, and it's just a few suggestions that I've taken directly from their website. In terms of what they can do as support. So in terms of thank you, Mental Health UK would like to thank you for the support that you give, because it does help everyone who are in that sort of position who could do with that support. And as you can see there, you can follow Mental Health UK on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and LinkedIn if you need to. So I'm going to go back to the previous page. I'm going to leave that on the screen for just a moment, and I'm just going to let you just grab some drinks and some refreshments if you need it. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so now. So we're aiming to come back and restart at 10 past 8. Okay, so by 10 past 8, that's what we're looking to restart. So coming up to the last couple of minutes before we restart, I've just noticed, and it does help that when you put some glasses on, you can see what the little green bar is. The little green bar is at the bottom of the screen, shows how much money we've raised. For some strange reason, it's showing in euros. So I've gone on to check on the Just Giving side. We've actually raised £95. We had a couple of donations come in just not so long ago. We had one from the lovely Margaret Taylor from Willie Steiner Shapes Hair in Newport. And we've also had £5 from Luke Taylor as well. So a bit of a family thing going on with the donation. So thanks ever so much. Really appreciate all that. Thank you very much. We are hoping to get closer to that £500 mark. As I said, everything we raise up to the £500 mark will be matched by the company that I work for. So it's like a double donation. So if you're able to donate £5, that's almost like you're giving us £10 towards the Mental Health UK. So really appreciate what you're doing. And if you can do it, and you're in the position where you can spare some money towards such a great cause, please go on to the QR code on the screen and point your camera at it. It will pop up a website. Tap on the website. It'll take you directly to that donations page. And then you can make a donation that you choose. Now, with Just Giving, they do ask you if you want to donate a nominal amount to help support the work that they do in helping charities raise their money. But that's entirely optional. So it's your choice if you want to do that. So we do want gift aid. And again, gift aid is one of those things that if you're registered for gift aid, it's extra money being donated. You know, it's tax relief effectively from how I understand it. It's just going straight to the charity. It's not money you're giving, it's just gift aid. So please do that. Okay, so we're going to move along and we're going to crack on with the answers to that last round to see how well you've done. All right, so I'm going to finalise the answers and we're going to move on to showing the on Quiz Jockey. For those of you who do that, you'll be able to see the answers pop up on the screen. You'll see what other people have done as well. Okay, so who is the real Natalie Portman? It is B. Who is the real Mark Wahlberg? That's B as well. It wasn't planned. I didn't mean to put them both as B, but there we go. Okay. Question number 3. What was the song from the short clip? It was Oops, I Did It Again. Question number 4. What's the song from this short clip? It was Cruel Summer. Oh, who would have thought that? Cruel Summer. Name the movie from the soundtrack. It was The Exorcist. Yes, there's a lot of you knew that straight away. In the movie Toy Story, who is Woody's owner? Yes, it's Andy. Name the TV show from the theme. Yes, Danger Mouse. Absolutely superb. For those of you who know, when I used to work for the same company but in Newport, I used to wear a pair of glasses and they used to call me Penfold for some reason. I hope that doesn't catch on again now I've shared it. It's one of those stories that is a little bit of a strange one, but I don't know why they did, but maybe it's because I was short, wearing glasses. So name question number 8. Name the show name the TV show from the theme. It was Question of Sport. Like I said, I've got so many people who I know who love sport, and they would have literally just jumped straight on that and thought, actually, that's too easy. So question number 9. Yes, that is George Clooney. So it seems obvious now when you look at it, but yeah, it's definitely George Clooney. Moving on to question number 10. Okay. So, can you tell me the name of the 80s movie from As You Wish? It is Princess Bride. So, can you tell me the name of the 80s movie from this line? As You Wish, it is The Princess Bride. Okay. Not the answers, actually, not picturized answers. There we are, another mistake. I knew I'd find there's bound to be mistakes in something like this. And now I can see why another quiz person that I follow on a Thursday and a Saturday always tends to have a little mistake here and there. I've checked this out a million times, but because when you look at things yourself, you tend to miss it. And you don't want to have anyone else look over it and check it, because I know that they'll want to do the quiz themselves and it spoils it for them. So question number 1, is this a fruit or a vegetable? What did you all think on this one? It is a vegetable. Now, the interesting fact, when I was looking at this question, I found that the corn kernel, where popcorn comes from, is actually considered a fruit. However, the corn on the cob is a vegetable. So there we go. It's a little bit of a strange one. So yeah, obviously that's something that I thought was quite an interesting question to put in there. So I put it in there to start off with. Okay. Question number 2. Okay, so who is the spitting image character? It was Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady herself. Okay, name the company logo. It is Rolex. Who played the actor in this for this cartoon character in the live action movie? It was Robin Williams. As I said, a little bit of a mental health link to that one. Mental health played a huge tragic part in his death, and it's just when I think about it, it could have possibly been avoided, and if we were able to save someone like Robin Williams with some additional support, then that would be amazing. And this is why you know charities like Mental Health UK are just so valuable. Question number 5. Name the company from the logo. It is Mind, which is another mental health charity, and they are absolutely superb. We have got one in our local town, Maidstone, and I know so many people have been there and got some valuable support. So again, if this is another one, I appreciate we are raising money for Mental Health UK, but if you want to support these as well, I'll put their web address down there for you to have a little look at. Question number 6. Can you name the location? It is Lord's Cricket Ground. So Lord's Cricket Ground. So there's a lot of cricket going on at the there's been a lot of cricket going on over the summer. I hope all those cricket fans that I know are having a fantastic time. I've been watching that on all the sports channels. Question number 7. Can you name the TV show? It is Suits. For those of you who know, Meghan and Harry have had their own issues with their own, I suppose, how they described it is that they've had mental health issues with the royal family. So it doesn't just affect us, it affects them, it affects everybody. So it's not just a one person thing. Okay, so moving on. Who is the rapper? That is 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine. I felt like I had to put that in because I know that my son really likes him, and he does some quite. I suppose. Some people say good music. Some people say bad music. It's entirely up to you. Question number 9. Name the chocolate. Oh, it's the iconic flake. Now, talking about issues, if the ice cream van goes past and you miss it, that's an issue, isn't it itself? No one likes the ice cream van to miss your house by. It is one of those things. You've got to have an ice cream if the ice cream van goes past. It is the law. So question number 10. Who is the cartoon character? It is Jessica Rabbit. So Disney are actually having a bit of a revamp on her profile. So this, I haven't seen what she's going to look like, but I think really growing up, Roger Rabbit with his partner Jessica Rabbit, it's just a complete contrast. It's brilliant. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next set of questions. So the next round is a connections round. Okay, so for those who've done a connections round before, you perfectly understand how this works. You tend to have 9 questions. Those 9 questions, they're going to dictate what the answer is for question 10. So think about the questions that you've got for 1 through to 9. They all have to tie in. So you might find that there is more than one answer If there's more than one answer, you need to go with the one that links it to the other answers. Otherwise, it's going to be incorrect. Okay, it's as simple as that. Okay, so we're going to move through the questions for the connections round. These types of rounds tend to be really enjoyable. What I'd like to see is, if you've got the link, don't say what it is. Please don't say what it is, because that'll spoil it for everyone else. But in the live chat, you please feel free to mention that you've got it, and then we can see how quick it takes you to get it. So if you say got it, question 2, that'd be absolutely superb. So I can see how easy it was to get. Okay, so starting the round. So question number 1: complete the nickname. Something from the block. Complete this nickname. Something from the block. Now, if you're on Quiz Jockey, I have got the dashes on there, which I've cleverly, most probably accidentally, put the right number of dashes on there to show what it is, how many letters for the name. I have just copied and pasted across from one to the other. So if you're playing on YouTube, for some reason the dashes don't separate. So complete the nickname. Something from the block. Question number 2: what sport is played with a ping pong ball and 2 bats? What sport is played with a ping pong ball and 2 bats? Question number 3: what sport is associated with the Green Bay Packers? What sport is associated with the Green Bay Packers? Again, I know a few family members who are absolutely, they love this type of sport. Not sure if it's for the sport they like it for, though, but they do like the sport. Question number 4. Now, for those of you who like a dingbat, what is the dingbat? So for a dingbat, you just need to explain what the word or the answer is from the 2 pictures. So it'll piece together the answer for you. It's a bit like catchphrase, really. Say what you see. Again, the beauty of YouTube, if you need to go backwards and forwards, you can pause, you can rewind, and you can catch up back. So if you do need to take a break, or if you need to see the questions again, you can go backwards and forwards. Question number 5. Can you name the person in the picture? Can you name the person that's in the picture? Now, I haven't used a photograph of this person because I thought that's far too easy. So I managed to find a drawing. Question number 6. What's another name for prawns? And I'm not talking about scampi either. I'm talking about something else. Question number 7. In the London Marathon, what's the most common way for competitors to cross the finish line? So, in the London Marathon, what is the most common way for competitors to cross the finish line? Question number 8. I have to do my best not to shout this. Complete the movie title. Good morning, something. So complete the movie title. Good morning, something. It might help you to know the movie title if you really shout it as you're trying to think it. It does help. Question number 9. What's another name for a woodland? Question number 9. What is another name for a woodland? Question 10. What links all the questions together? So what links all the questions together? So next round is general knowledge. So it's got 10 questions. Again, 1 point per question for general knowledge. Nice and straightforward. So we're going to go straight into that. And you might notice that there is a mental health theme on and off throughout this quiz. So what does BPD stand for when describing a mental health condition? So what does BPD stand for when describing a mental health condition? Question number 2. What does OCD stand for when describing a mental health condition? What does OCD stand for when describing a mental health condition? Oh, sorry. Okay. Question number 3. Name the country from this flag. Name the country from this flag. If you think this one's tricky, you wait for the next question. Question number 4. Name the country from this flag. I know, it's Maine. It's Maine. This is my, what do you call it, kryptonite. That's it. This is my kryptonite. These two flags, I always get them the wrong way around. So I thought, I have to be as evil as everyone else who's done a quiz on me, and I have to put them in. So there's two flags in here. The first one has the red on the top. The second one has the red on the bottom. So it's one of those things that if you know what they both are, great. Just get them the right way around. Okay. Question number 5. Okay. So this is for those of you who know how to make cocktails. So name the cocktail from these ingredients. Just waiting for my computer to catch up with me, really. Hang on. I can't read it on my own screen. Okay, so we've got passion fruit, vanilla vodka, lime juice, sugar syrup, and a shot of Prosecco on the side. I've been nice enough to draw a picture, to take a picture of one too. So there we go. Question number 6. What's the name of Tintin's dog? Question number 7. Which member of the Beatles also produced the movie The Life of Brian? So which member of the Beatles also produced the movie The Life of Brian? So with a bit of a Beatles theme here. So Sir Paul McCartney has always been known by his middle name, but what's his real first name? So Sir Paul McCartney has always been known by his middle name, but what's his real first name? question number 9. I've been dreading having to read this one out. So how many sides are there on a dodecahedron? If I say it quickly, I might get it right. Dodecahedron. So how many sides are there on a dodecahedron? I'm bound to have said that wrong. And the last question of the round, question number 10. What is the correct collective noun for a group of gorillas? So what is the correct collective noun for a group of gorillas? I don't think I've ever seen a group of gorillas going through Maidstone or Kent, so I've never had to use it. I thought it was an interesting question. Okay, so we are going to move straight on to the answers for the connections round. So I'm literally going to give you a minute or so just to look through your answers to see if you want to make any changes or any amendments. Now's the time to do that. So as you can see on the screen, you've got the Just Giving link again. Just Giving link is on there. Point your camera at the QR code. It will pop up with a web link. It's quite magical. If you missed it at the beginning, for those of you who know I'm quite techie, I never knew you could do this. I thought you had to download a special app or something that you'd have to, for this QR scanner or something. And I thought, why is everywhere got these QR codes everywhere? And now it's like it's dawned on me. You can point a camera, whether it's Android or Apple, directly at a QR code, and it picks up that it's a web address. You just tap on it, and it takes you straight there. It's so clever how they do that. So it is one of those things that I'm a little bit embarrassed. I just didn't know that was how it worked. But I'm literally going to give you another minute or so just to make sure you've got all your answers together. Go through your pen and paper to make sure that you've written them all down. If there's any gaps, you can double check it and see how you're getting on with that. So the total amount we've raised is currently at £115, which is a fantastic achievement. So absolutely superb. So I've got a lovely donation from Carol, Phil and Ange, and Sue and Phil as well. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. I think it's jumped up a huge wad as a result. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so let's have a little look. Let's go back to where we are at. Okay, so question number 1. Complete the nickname from the block. It's Jenny from the block. Okay, so question number 2. What sport is played with a ping pong ball and 2 bats? It is table tennis. What sport is associated with the Green Bay Packers? It's American football. Yep. Yeah, as I said, I've got a family member who likes American football. Or is it cheerleaders? I'm not quite sure what they like. So, what is the dingbat? It is Watergate. Name the person in the picture. It's John Lennon. I'll say a little bit of the Beatles theme. What's another name for prawns? And as I said, I don't mean scampi. It is shrimp. Okay, so the answer for question 7 in the London Marathon. What's the common way for competitors to cross the finish line? It is run. And complete the morning. Good morning. What? It is good morning, Vietnam. Love that movie. Starring Robin Williams. Again, as I said, a little tip towards the mental health on that point of view. So what's another name for a woodland? It is forest. So I'm hoping you've managed to twig that it is all about Forrest Gump. So all of the answers there that we've gone through are all about Forrest Gump. So you've got Jenny, you've got table tennis, John Lennon. There was a segment within the movie where he was interviewed with John Lennon. So there's that. There's loads of things on there where I could have picked from. So I'm surprised I only picked those. I could have had more questions than 10 to get a connections link on that one. So general knowledge answers. So question number 1. So what does BPD stand for? It is borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder. BPD. Question number 2. What does OCD stand for? It is obsessive compulsive disorder. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Now my wife, she loves that the cleaning program, and she really does enjoy it. So yeah, so there we go. So moving on. Okay, so name the country from this flag. That is Monaco. Absolutely superb race course. Great fun to watch. One day I'll be there watching the Grand Prix with my lovely wife at some point, I'm sure. Question number 4. So if you got Monaco right, then you're going to get this one. This one's Poland. As I said, when I come to a pub quiz, when they pop up, I always get that wrong. Mix them up the wrong way around. So can you name the cocktail? It was a porn star martini. And what's the name of Tintin's dog? It was Snowy. Which member of the Beatles also produced the movie The Life of Brian? It was George Harrison. Sir Paul McCartney has always been known by his middle name, but what's his real first name? It is James. How many sides are there on a dodecahedron? There are 12. And the last question of the general knowledge is, what is the collective name for a group of gorillas? It is a band of gorillas. A band of gorillas. So if you're on Quiz Jockey, you'll be able to review your scores and see exactly what you've got. And if you are taking part on YouTube, I would like to thank everyone for coming to take part. Well, too late. How long was the Titanic in meters? Sorry. Tiebreaker. There we are. Sorry. So tiebreaker. How long was the Titanic in meters? See if you can get it right if you didn't clock it quick enough. So how long was the Titanic in meters? If you're playing with a team and you want to work out who's the winner, well, this is how you do it, and it is 269 meters. All right. Okay. So thank you very much for taking part in the quiz. Please take the time to show your camera to that QR code and go ahead and donate. As I said, it does get doubled. The first £500 will get doubled by the company that I work for, and it will all go to Mental Health UK. So Just Giving, they do ask you for a nominal donation if you're using their service. And don't blame them for asking it, because I know that there are transaction charges for all transactions that they run, and they only operate because there's a need for it. But obviously, these days you want to make sure that you can donate if you need to, and if you can, this is the easiest way of doing it. Okay, because cash these days. Okay, so thanks ever so much for everyone taking part. I really appreciate that, and for those of you who've taken part and really enjoyed it, this is the time where you save the link and share it for when you want to have something to do on an evening when you got friends over. Pop it on the TV, cast it to the TV, and you've got a bit of entertainment to go. You can pause it, go and grab some drinks, a few different rounds. It's good fun to play along at home. And the donation links will still be active after today. It doesn't get closed down, so you can still donate to Mental Health UK, and it is a fantastic cause to do so. So a massive shout out for everyone who's donated today. Really appreciate everything you've done, and